Welcome to The Culture Connects. Tuesday, November 19th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for Episode 8 of The Culture Connects podcast. Join host Honey and co-host Sherm N Demand, Gordon for an unfiltered conversation on midlife crisis, the highs, the lows, and the journey of transformation. Honey, a West Side Chicago native, is a mother, a serial entrepreneur, CEO of F. Turner Marketing Solutions, and VP of the Aisha Sisterhood, Inc. She brings a wealth of experience, resilience, and insights from her journey as a leader and community advocate. Sherman Gordon, also a West Side native, is a father, founder of Hood Heroes, a talented artist, owner of Suite 41 Studios, part owner of Wallacom TV, and a dedicated entrepreneur. Sherm N Demand brings a unique perspective on life's challenges and triumphs. In Episode 8's topic, Midlife Crisis, Honey and Sherm dive deep into what it means to face the turning points in life, whether that's career shifts, personal growth, or new ambitions. This conversation will be real, relatable, and inspiring, exploring how a midlife crisis can become a powerful moment for change and renewed purpose. Don't miss out on this thought-provoking episode. This is an Aisha Sisters production.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. This is the Culture Connects podcast, and I am your hostess, Honey. Thank you all for joining us today. Should be a good one, you guys. Let's go. I'm joined by my co-host, Sherm N Demand Gordon. We're going to touch on midlife crisis. Say hi to the guest, Sherman.
What up? Sherm N Demand is in the building. We finna have a conversation today. Let's get it.
Lord.
You ready? You gotta be ready.
Oh, honey, I was born ready.
You know what I'm saying? I got my Pac shirt on. You feel me? So I'm ready. Let's get it.
Yes. Okay. Now, before we go too deep into the show, please, you guys, like, share, and subscribe to not only my YouTube channel, but please share this podcast on your social media platforms. It's greatly appreciated. I need all the support that I can get from you guys. All right. Okay, Sherman, we're going to take a brief commercial break and we'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Join us for our brand new podcast, The Culture Connects, hosted by Honey and her weekly guest co-hosts. We're diving deep into the latest current events and important issues affecting our culture. Catch us live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Don't miss out on engaging conversations and insightful discussions. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Let's connect and explore the heart of our culture together. See you there.
All right, welcome back. We're back to the Culture Connects podcast. I'm Honey, joined by my co-host, Sherm N Demand. Our subject today is midlife crisis. Are you going through a midlife crisis? Sherman, Sherman chose this topic. Sherman, talk to us about the midlife crisis.
I don't see myself on the screen. Am I on there? Because I don't see myself on the screen. I just see it look blank over there.
Oh, I see you. Yes, you. No, you here. Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, so now we're going to talk about this midlife crisis and where it came from and what it's about, because I'm not subscribing, basically. It's
okay.
Like, from my understanding, a midlife crisis is supposed to be you reach a certain age and you get to panicking and start doing erratic stuff and all kind of crazy things. But I actually think it's like halftime. You know what I'm saying? In a game, like you go through the first half and this is the time when you make adjustments because now it's the time to win. So it's not, you ain't going to come out the second half the same way you did the first half because you learned so much in the first half. Because it is your first crack at like your first chance. So you gain enough experience in the first half to be like, you know what? I know what I need to do to win now. Because you can't win a game in the first half. You know what I'm saying? You just hope to stay competitive. You know what I'm saying? So when the second half comes and you make them adjustments, you can go ahead and get the dub. But life, nobody experienced life before. People got different levels of interaction with people who's telling them what life is about. And our community pretty much is not a lot of that. It's not. We too busy surviving. You know what I'm saying? To help somebody or to get them to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then at the same time, everybody figuring it out. And it's almost like when people figure it out, they just leave. They leave the hood and they gone and they don't get none of the secrets out. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't subscribe to the midlife crisis. I think it was probably female made. Because a lot of men got to the halftime, was like, Joe, this shit ain't working. I got to do something different. And that something different might have been somebody different. So it's a crisis. No, it's not a crisis. I know what I need to do now.
Ooh.
And I'm making the moves to win. That's basically what I believe it is.
Yes.
So my midlife is not a crisis. My midlife is priceless because now I got the knowledge and the wisdom to move forward to win in life.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like to get a halftime reward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing this. I've been working all this time. Let me go get a car that I couldn't afford coming up. You know what I'm saying? Let me show how successful I am. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with rewarding yourself for doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with
that. I agree with you to a certain extent too, because like you said, the first half, like growing up, well, in my early adulthood, it's trial and error. There was no book. You know what I'm saying? So you win some, you lose some, you live, you laugh, you learn, all that stuff, right? But I think, like, for me, just like what you just said, like, I raised 4 children. So the majority of my early adulthood was spent pretty much in survival mode, right? And as each child got grown and grew into adulthood, it was financially beneficial for me. You understand what I'm saying? And once this last one go, oh man, ain't no telling where I'm gonna wind up. You know what I'm saying? Call it a midlife crisis if you want to. But if you see me on the beach in Santa Monica with some fine dudes that look like they play on All the Queen's Men, feed me some grapes, just mind your business. Mind your business. And you can call it what you want.
Your midlife is priceless. Ain't no crisis in that. It ain't no crisis in it. The only people call it a crisis is people you don't take along with you. That's all. I can see the crisis in some people who been stuck in the same job this whole time and they not happy and stuff like that. I can see that being a crisis. You know what I'm saying? But everybody approaches life differently and everybody goes in life is different. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at midlife, I just look at it and I look back and I'm like, damn, I got so much that I couldn't have learned all this in college. You know what I'm saying? I would have had to take so many different courses and so many different, you know what I'm saying, curriculums in order to gain all the wisdom that I gained through just experience in every field, in the non-for-profit field, in the construction field, in the property investments. You know what I'm saying? Like every field is, and it's like we don't have the luxury of generational wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't have the luxury of being born into anything. We born into nothing, and we gotta make something of it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because the little something that our parents made of it, they need that to survive. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, as a man, it's totally different too. Because I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I was doing some work for her, and I was telling her how big of a discount I was giving her on the work. You know what I'm saying? Because I usually charge this much, but I'm only charging you that much. And she stopped me in my tracks. She was like, Sherm, I'm different. I'm a woman. I got a fat dude who want to just come over here and do all this for free for me. And I'm like, damn, you know what? You right than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, as men, we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a crutch. We don't have help. We just
y'all don't have
it. It don't get got. We don't have. We ain't got those. We ain't got those or the missing part down there that's pushed in. We ain't got none of that, and we ain't got simps and yeah, it's a lot that we don't got. But look, you know, we can though. I mean, but I just choose not to. We can find us, you know, but I choose not to take advantage of people. I don't really want to take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? But it's possible, but I'd rather do shit the right way and do it the good way. And that way, in this midlife of mine, I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. And it's like at this age you understand the ebbs and flows of money. You understand what money is, and it's not what's in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Nine
What you
times out of
feel.
10, your biggest asset you can't walk around with. You know what I'm saying? You learn about property, you learn how to taxes, you learn about all this stuff that nobody ever told you about. All the things you learned, the whole American dream is a fucking lie, based to get you trapped inside of a game that they want you to keep playing. So, like, the longer you live, the more you learn. Huh?
I said it's set up for us to stay in debt. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
The
Stay in
whole
debt,
American
die
dream.
poor. You know, they want us to work till we 65 years old. Then you want to give me $800 a month till I die. That's why you got old people eating cat food and stuff, because how? Like,
See, that's why you need to focus on family. Like, you don't, people don't realize, like, once an adult, twice a child. You feel me? Like, you really raising your parents. You know what I'm saying? When you get old, your kids gonna be taking care of you, and based on how you took care of them, that's how they gonna take care of you. A lot of people don't understand that.
yes,
You not take you if you don't have kids, then who gonna take care of you?
that's right.
You don't have a husband, who gonna take care of you? You don't have a wife, who gonna take like?
Yeah.
A lot of people focus on the now and don't focus on the future. And then when the future get here, then they don't have the same assets that they had in the now. And then they don't have anybody because they spent their prime years having fun and not planning for the future. That's why you got people eating cat food. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to learn that. We need to know that. And in this midlife is when we, as men, we finally like, you know, like, it's different for men than women, actually.
Okay, listen, hold on, Sherm. I want to play this. I want to play this brief video clip, and I want your opinion and your take on it. Check this out. Let's watch this.
Okay.
A lot of men have some type of a midlife crisis because how they have been acting for the majority of their life up until the crisis is, I'll do the right things. I'll take on the responsibility. I'll be who people want me to be. And hopefully the right outcome will happen back, right? So if I act right, the outcome will be right. And in the middle passage, you very quickly begin to realize that that's not true. And so what ends up happening is they take on a whole bunch of responsibilities that they don't necessarily care about. They take on a whole bunch of pressure, and suddenly they wake up in their 30s, 40s, or 50s and realize that they have been acting right in the way that society or their parents or their wife or their girlfriend or whoever has told them to act, but it hasn't led to the outcomes that they actually want. It hasn't led to the connection or the depth or the fulfillment or the satisfaction that they've actually desired.
I done took myself off the screen.
So
what's your take on that, Sherman? Like,
that's pretty much it. Like, pretty much basically what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Well, he said it in a different way. Is because, like, when you in the first half of life, you going along with the program and you learning, you know what I'm saying? And you learning to become an individual, you know what I'm saying? And you listening to different advice from different people who haven't figured it out yet either, or people who made it to midlife and didn't have it figured out. So you basically going off of, you blind leading the blind, and you going off societal norms. And the most successful people are not a part of normal, regular society. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're successful in a regular, normal society, then 9 times out of 10, you're not a very successful person, because you got to step outside of the norm in order to be successful. And that's when people start to learn that. And that's when you like taking on responsibilities and being somebody who you thought you supposed to be in order to be the person that you want to be. But in order to be that person, you just got to be that person. And sometimes that's cutting people out. They're like, you took on all these responsibilities. All right, I don't need none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like none of that. That's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessary stress, unnecessary everything on my life. A lot of people unappreciative. You being used and abused and not even, and you just going along with the program until one day you wake up, like he said, you know what? That ain't what this is.
Yeah.
It's not that. Like, and people who used to running over you and taking advantage of you, now they saying something wrong and something changed. Nah,
Oh man,
I grown.
tripping. Yeah, yes.
I know.
Yeah, see, I went through I think I went through a situation like that. I was in a toxic relationship for a bunch of years, right? But it was all toxic, okay? And he died, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he died in 2023. So after he passed away, during that grieving process, I feel like I came into some self-awareness. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'm putting it right, but I came into some self-awareness to whereas I got to a stage in the process where it was like, I'm choosing peace over everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say 2 + 2 = 5, you're right. I'm not gonna argue with you. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's just peace over everything. And a lot of people deal with things differently, but it just came to that point for me, and it made me sharpen up on my business side and just a bunch of different areas. Just like, okay, man, let me do this. I'm gonna do this, setting up things just like what you said for my future. Because as an entrepreneur, I don't have a 401k. You understand what I'm saying? So I've had to, man, what you going, just like what you piggybacking off what you said. I don't want to eat cat food. You understand what I'm saying? I know that my pension from my previous work history ain't gonna be enough. You understand what I'm saying? So I set up some IRAs and some different things for my retirement, so that to supplement those things. And see, in my younger years, I thought I had plenty of time. So none of those things, you know what I'm saying? I got a trust, for my house and all that, because I got a child under 18, and I do not want my kids to fall out about nothing that I have. You know what I'm saying? So just, taking the proper steps, whereas, years ago, I felt like I had plenty of time. I don't feel like that right now. I feel like time is of the essence. It just is what it is. I'm flowing with life and making sure that the things that I do today are things that are pleasing to me, not nobody else. It's about what's pleasing to me and being good to others, but I have to always put myself first today. Because for a lot of years, as a parent, as a mother, as a daughter, you know what I'm saying? You're not putting everybody come first. You know what I'm saying? Today, I put me first.
Because like you said in the beginning, it's like you're going uphill. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning stage, you're going uphill. You're learning. You know what I'm saying? You think you got all this time because there's so much ahead of you, because you really can't see the finish because you're going uphill. You know what I'm saying? So the midlife is like you on top of the hill, and you can look back and see everything, and you can look forward and see where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? And where you leave from this top of the hill is where you going. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big difference between going up the hill, not knowing nothing, listening to everybody and all this, and taking on responsibilities you don't even have. But then when you get to the top of the hill, you turn around and look back, and you're like,
and you standing there by yourself.
You standing there, of course you standing there by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you like, okay, well, you standing there by yourself getting perspective. Even if you with somebody, when you reach that point in your life, you just got to evaluate everything. Is this the right person? And so while I'm on top of this hill looking, and I'm looking down on the past and what I've done, and I'm looking forward to my future and where I want to go, and the many different paths that I can take, I need to take it all in, and look and see what I need to take on this journey. Because once I get on this journey and I'm going downhill, I can no longer see everything in front of me. And I can't really rely on anything in the past because it's on the other side of the hill. I'm over the hill now. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going full speed ahead because I got the momentum of going down, and I can see the finish line. I don't know where it's at. I can see it, so there's a sense of urgency that I ain't on no bullshit no more. It ain't no more time to bullshit.
Ain't no time.
I want to get to my goal before the finish line. You know what I'm saying? And on the way up the hill, you're not thinking about the finish line. You're not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you growing up, you got to be killed to die. But when your friends, they die, they got killed. But now, on the way down the hill, your friends dying. They just dying from old age, from lack of taking care of themselves, from all different kind of things. Like, so of course that's a difference in the sense of urgency. Okay, yeah, fuck that. I can afford it. Let me go grab me a Benz. I can. I worked my whole life. I deserve it. Let me ride this. It ain't gonna hurt me none to spend some of my money while I'm here. So let me do it because I deserve it. Ain't no crisis in that. There's no crisis.
Right. That's right.
I can't see crisis in that.
Okay. I want to say hi to some of our guests. Hold on, Sherm. Al, thank you for tuning in. Latasha, thank you for tuning in. Santino White said, for me, my midlife crisis today is enjoying my peace. In the first part of my life was spent trying to make my way in life, trying to find out who I was as a person. Yeah, that's right. You try, and Santino, we had this conversation the other day when I was when I was outside looking homeless, and I was laughing at myself and telling, when you grow up sharp, you know what I mean? Once you get older, you ain't got to do that because everybody know how to put that shit on. You know what I mean? So it's still like a thing, whereas the stuff that we found important in our youth, once we get to a certain age, those things don't hold as much value anymore. Ben, how you doing, brother? Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. Shabbat shalom. Peace and love, bro. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace and love, Queen Sue. Okay, now Sherman battery then went dead. We figured this may happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's right.
What I did.
Okay, I thought the battery went dead on us.
Nah, I ain't did not. I got 30. I'm plugged up. I hit some button at the bottom and that just sent me to another page. My bad.
Okay. Well, welcome back. Welcome back.
Back like I never left. Everybody was up tuning in, and he made a good point. Like, that's what it is. Like, and it's like that. You live your first half figuring things out. So by the time you hit the top of the hill, it's time to go. You don't want a lot of weight with you because you want to be able to control your speed going down the hill. So you shed a lot of stuff that's gonna be dead weight. You get rid of it because you want to be able to maneuver when you're going down the hill to get to your goal. It's gonna be quicker to get to your goal if you're able to maneuver and make the right moves. So a lot of dead weight and the people that mean good, you know what I'm saying? You just let them go. And a lot of things that bothered you back in the day, like you say, you outside looking crazy and bummy, you don't care. When you grow up,
we was laughing.
I walk around in work clothes and painted up every day. I'm a dirty old man every day.
Right.
A dirty old man get clean.
There you know
what I'm saying? It is what it is. And you realize my work clothes make me more money than my clean clothes cost me. So shit, if I don't wear these, I can't buy those. So you realize it's crazy. And I ain't worried about getting stuck up, the police bothering me, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know how much I got or what I got. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting it, and I'm getting it for me and doing what I need to do with it, make sure me, my kids, and my grandkids straight.
That's right. Know what I'm yes. And that's how it's supposed to be, when we young, the things that we found important just don't be. I look back on all of those years and like, man, thank God I made it, number one. And, there's a lot of wasted time. Oh my God, an undeniable waste of money. But I definitely have some beautiful memories and some experiences that I will have with me forever. But at the end of the day, that first half, you know what I'm saying? I think my second half is busting. It's busting harder than that first half.
if it ain't, you ain't do something right. If it ain't, you ain't do something right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? 2024, it was the year of first. I did a whole lot of things this year that I ain't never did. You know what I'm saying? Just doing different things that I'm trying different things, going different places that I've never been, just man, just opening myself up to a whole bunch of different things that the younger me wouldn't have even felt like it was cool to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Man,
you got to think about it too, though. Like we might think we like our kids call us old, and the younger generation call us old, but we just really reaching our prime. Like the founder of Home Depot found Home Depot when he was 54. You know what I'm saying? So we still kids in this business world, and what people don't understand in the United States, you are better off as a business, and you were designed to be a business. You are a business partner of the government. So if you operate as an individual, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to operate as a corporation. You taking losses in life that you as a person don't have to take. The corporation should take those losses. If you look at Donald Trump, how many failed corporations he have? Those aren't failed corporations. Those are his debts that he put in a corporation in order so he don't have to personally pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got good credit, you got bad credit, you got good debt, you got bad debt. But if you're not in the game, you're nothing. You have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like people
you got to be able to play.
People think that because you're in debt that you're in a bad position. No, there's a such thing as good debt. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be in debt for the people who you trying to get some money from to put you in debt too. How are you as a debtor? How are you being in debt? How do you pay your bills? That's what credit is all about. Being in debt. They want you in debt. You want to go further in debt by borrowing money. How are you in debt? How do you pay your bills? How's your credit? That's what a credit score is. It's how good you are in debt. You want debt. You don't want to pay everything out of pocket. You want to pay with somebody else's money. That's being a corporation. You're doing everything, and even paying light bills, gas bills, all that could be incorporate, become a business.
Yeah. And a write-off. Don't forget the write-off.
If you can't pay it, guess what? It get cut off, form another company, get it in another company name. And all the other time, your name is not involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Like all you pay is $200, $150, $200 to get a corporation. Operate in that corporation. You do that for 2 years, operating that corporation. Now you're eligible for a loan up to $500,000. Like real shit. The same shit you're doing as an individual. If you do it as a corporation for 2 years, you can borrow $500,000. Ain't got nothing to do with your social. It's all about you being in business as a business for 2 years, paying bills. That's it. It's simple as that. You're being penalized for being an individual. You're not supposed to be an individual. That's why you have a social security card. You are a business. So operate as a business. Get your paperwork right. Operate as a business. Don't operate as an employee. Then you won't be penalized. You can go out and get the car you want. You can go out and drive what you want. You can do all these things. You trying to work every day, saving up your pennies to go get it for. Well, you can just get it as a corporation. Make yourself a CEO. Go shopping for your clothes and write it off. Come on, man. Like we ain't learned that. We haven't learned that. They didn't teach us that in school, and there's not enough of us that know it who willing to reach back and teach it.
That part.
Like the other people do. Feel me? When we feel we made it, we leave and we turn around and we throw it back in everybody else's face, and we spend the time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't supposed to be like that. We supposed to grab somebody else. Yeah, come on. You grab him. Come on. Let's all come on. And we ain't got to go nowhere. If we pull all each other up in our own hoods, we ain't got to go nowhere.
A lot of times, though, we have a huge mistrust in the hood, because I offer free consultations to a lot of different people, and I don't know if they don't want me to know how bad their credit is or what, but you know, it's like pulling teeth, really trying to help a person, and it's so crazy because it's lonely at the top. You want people, you want everybody around you to succeed. You know what I'm saying? And to learn and to know and understand financial literacy, because it's not being taught in the schools, and the majority of Black families don't understand the concept. So, you know, I all my children are definitely financially literate. You know, even the 14-year-old, he's learning. But I offer this listen to my family members, people in the organization, different other. You know, some people take the help and some people don't, and it's just so sad because, man, if you only knew I be feeling like, man, if I knew what I know now 20 years ago, oh man. Oh my God. I didn't understand financial literacy. Nobody took the time to show me. My mother got me a bank account. She told me to pay my bills on time, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did.
So maybe you need to switch your focus, right? Maybe you need to switch your focus. Let me give you an analogy. If I'm on the hill and we all going up the same hill, right? And I feel like I'm next to you, why would I take the rope that you throwing? You're not helping me up because I feel like we on the same level. But if we on the hill and I'm halfway down the hill, you know what I'm saying, and you almost at the top, and you throw that rope down, I'm gonna grab that rope and I'm gonna try to come up. You know what I'm saying? Because I see you all the way up there, I don't see myself as all the way up there. So I'm gonna pull on this rope. I'm gonna allow you to help me. But I'm saying that to say, why don't you focus your help on those not in trouble yet, like the younger generation, like the 20s, the 20 to 30s, instead of the 40s and 50s, because they all want to be on a level you own or above your level. So 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna be willing to accept your advice like that.
Maybe and you know what? You are so right. And see, like I said, I offer those services for free to those people, but that's what prompted me to start up F. Turner Marketing Solutions, because it's crazy that people actually, I'm offering the service that I'm offering to some of my friends and family, they wouldn't take, but I get paid every day to help somebody. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trusts me and it's working. It worked for me. I feel like if it could work for me, it could work for anybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's a gift and a curse, though. That's a gift and a curse, because you can have everybody coming to you for it, not appreciating it, demanding it, thinking that they deserve it, even though, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you do is different. Like, I do construction, so it's like when people come at me, they like to take advantage. They like to do it, want to do it, don't want to pay the full price. I always want a discount. Oh man, that ain't it. But it's like, damn, I got a family to feed too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't want my kids to eat. You don't want me to be able to pay my child support. You don't want me to be able to let my grandkids know for Christmas. Like, I don't mind doing this, and I would do it for free if life was free. But life ain't free. So I need to pay somebody something, and I'm not charging you what I would normally charge people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in our community is different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when we got somebody that we love in a position to where they can do something for us, instead of paying them and getting them a tip, we want a super discount or it's for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, let me offer the discount. Let me refuse to pay. You know what I'm saying? But don't just come into it expecting it to be free, because I might need the money at the time. If I don't, I won't accept it, but I might need it. You don't just call me over. I could have been doing this same little time. I could have been spending somebody else and making some money. But I'm over here doing it for you, made you a priority, and you ain't paying me shit. So it's like,
it ain't no different.
To the midlife and be like, damn, I ain't doing that shit no more. That ain't a crisis. I learned, God damn it. And on the way down, you're not taking advantage of me no more.
And you definitely have a point. In my line of business, I don't get too many people trying to take advantage of me. What I was saying was, like, the people that I was offering my help to for free was acting like they ain't want to take the help, whereas I literally have strangers giving me their money for my information. You know what I mean? So it's so, but I do not complain. It just is what it is with that. But I have the similar situation. When because I do the t-shirts, the flyers, the banners, and all of that stuff. You think that everybody want a free flyer?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants you to do something for free. Just because I'm sitting in front of a computer does not mean that my time does not count. My time count today. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like I said, I help when I can, but for the most part, man, you got to give me my coins, because I just feel like I do enough community service in my life.
My whole thing is, look, give me the opportunity to refuse, because a lot of times, if I don't need it, I won't take it.
Peace and love, D-Woo. Okay, Fantino said, my mother always at me about my age, about being my age by myself. What she don't understand is I have more years behind me than in front of me, and I don't want to spend them with drama. God allowed me to get past the odds that were stacked against me. That's exactly, like I said, after Dino died, I just came into a real clear understanding that how precious life was, and how I was holding on to so much dead weight and bad energy, and just a whole bunch of things that just really wasn't positive and conducive to success. And once I let those things go, man, God opened some doors for me that no man can close.
And he basically just said what you just said. He basically like you choosing peace over everything.
Everything.
Been through so much drama and so much in the first half on the way up the hill that on the way down the hill, you just want to just chill. You done been through all that. You know what's behind that. You done experienced that 4-5 times, so you see the bullshit before it even comes. You just get past that. So once you, and that don't mean you ain't looking for nobody. It just means like the longer you live, the more you realize that one person is one person, and that one person is more likely not to be the next person, because it's just one person. Out of all these people in this world, you just spend the rest of your life with, it's just this one person that's gonna come into your life that ain't, you not gonna have to change anything. They not gonna have to change anything. Everything is just gonna be everything, and it's just gonna happen. Like for men, shit just happens. We don't go into no relationship like, oh yeah, this gonna be the one. That's back in the young days. That's back in the days when you looking off looks. We based it off looks. Like, she fine, I want her to be my wife. Not even looking at the red flags and all the bullshit that she on and then she putting you through. Just because she look good, you just want to, yeah, she gonna be, nah. In these times, we going into things.
We did it young too. Oh, girl, he fine. Yeah. Oh. Now, baby, looks. That's one of the last things. Now, don't get me wrong. There definitely has to be a physical attraction, but man, you got to intrigue something in my mind for me to even want to be bothered.
It's not predetermined. It just happened. Like, damn, this shit just going along, and the next thing you look around, it's been a year. Like, god damn, it's been a whole year. Yeah. Fuck. Okay, cool. Next thing you know, it's 2, 3. Damn, fuck, shit. This life now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fall into a routine, and that's just how it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what he talking about. He on some peace shit. Fuck the drama. I don't need nothing else. I just want some peace. And if you come into my life and you go along with it and you bring in peace with it, and we can get along peacefully together, then hey, let's go. But other than that, I'm not out searching. It just is what it is, and it's gonna happen when it happens. And if it don't,
that's okay too, right?
The only family you got is the family you create. Just be a great father.
Yeah.
And your kids gonna bless you. You raise them right, they're gonna be able to bless you. You know what I'm saying? You teach them the things that they need to know, that the things you learned all the way at the top, teach them while they on the bottom, so they can build on your, you know what I'm saying, success.
Yes, and that's what
putting them out at 18, and you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like 18, they still like infants, especially boys and men. Like, men don't even start being real men, like baby men, until like 26, 27. They didn't become fully grown men until like 50. I'm not even fully grown man yet. Like, I look back and motherfuckers assumed I was grown at 18. What can I actually do for myself at 18? How can I take care of myself at 18 years old, fresh out of school with a McDonald's job? Can you do that at your age? No. So how can we expect our young men to do it? You know what I'm saying? We need to stop kicking our kids out the crib and embracing them and guiding them, leading them to careers and not throwing them into jobs. Like, we need wealth. We don't need paycheck to paycheck. We need wealth. We need salaries. We need businesses. We need more. We don't need to put our kids out to have them struggle. Why? We did that. You see how that worked for us? You see how long it took us? Help them. Bring them along. Teach them what we learned along the way, and don't let them bump their heads like we bumped off.
See, hold on now. See, I can't go that far with you now. I was in agreement with, I was rocking now. But with all my children, I started them. I started them how my mama started me. I got them a bank account early, walked them through it. You know what I'm saying? Once I took some credit classes through the VA. They was free. Whatever I learned through them, I came back and gave it to my kids. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they still had to make their mistakes. You know what I'm saying? They, mess up or whatever. But at the end of the day, as a parent, we can't protect our children from that. What we do is you allow them their process, and when they fall, instead of kicking them while they're down, you lift them back up and you ask them, so now what did you learn? Okay, this happened, so what did you learn from this, and how can we do better going forward? Because at the end of the day, everybody has to have their process. Danielle say, D Woo said financial literacy is important. Sherm, she said she liked the way you think. Yeah, he has a brilliant mind. Sherm is a very smart man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The dirty old man. Did you see
Dirty
the video?
old man.
That's him, the dirty old man. I posted the video you doing your song, Dirty Old Man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you. That's right. I am the gift. Peace and love, Kevin. Kevin say the bad guys in the building. What's up, y'all?
What up, K-Dub?
Peace and love.
K-Dub checking it out.
Yeah. Okay, hold on, Sherm. I got one more video.
Okay.
And then we're gonna continue.
Okay, cool. I can't hear it.
Welcome to Aisha Sisters Productions. Got the vision but need the firepower? Look no further. We don't just create, we dominate. Whether it's e-flyer creation, commercial production, or top-tier advertising and promotion, we take your brand to the next level. Need a podcast setup or already running one? Let us handle the backstage production like pros. Stay in front of the mic while we handle everything behind the scenes. Don't just get noticed, get remembered. Contact Aisha Sisters Productions today for all your streaming and production needs. It's time to elevate your brand. We'll take you there.
Welcome back. This is the Culture Connects podcast. I am Honey, joined with my co-host Sherm N Demand. This has been a wonderful conversation on midlife crisis. You know, like I said, when he first mentioned it to me, I kind of laughed it off because I'm like, we Black, we don't go through that. You know what I'm saying? That's the white folks stuff. He was like, no, like my birthday coming up, the podcast be right after my birthday. Let's talk about it. And once I started doing my research and my due diligence, like it really is the issue. You know what I'm saying? But like he was saying, and piggybacking off of him, like it really isn't an issue. You know, it's about perspective and how you look at things. See, you know, you can get up in age and look and panic and act irrational and do crazy things if you want to, but the object of the game is to look back, you know what I'm saying, and do a self reflection and push and see what you can do to help you go forward. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about looking back. It ain't about complaining about what happened. And it's about doing the best that you can with the rest of the days that you got left. Because like Santino said, you know, once you hit that middle age, shoot, we got more years in front of us than we do, more years behind us than we do in front.
See, the first half is about the hustle. The second half is about happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like you hustle the first half so you can be happy the second half. Like you can enjoy the second half. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, and a lot of that urgency come from, okay, now I'm trying to get to the enjoyment now. Like let me get to the joy. Like I'm stacking it, and if you get to that point and you're not stacking it, okay, it's time to start stacking it. You know what I'm saying? If you is stacking it, you're like, all right, at what point do I just enjoy it? And it got to get to a point to where we enjoy it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to get to the point to where we enjoy life. So it's like, just think about it. If you got to put in 80, to get 100, put the 80 in. Some people like to put the 80 in first. Some people like to put in 20, chill, another 5. But eventually you're going to have to put in the 80. So it's like, how you look at life. Like, you gotta put the work in order to get the enjoyment out at the end. There ain't no way around it. Like,
Ain't no way around it.
you might be able to have. It's only a certain amount of fun you're gonna be able to have your life. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna have it while you're young and you broke, or you gonna have it. And if you have it while you're young and you broke, you're gonna be broke at the end. If you have it at the end, hold it up until the end, you're gonna be wealthy at the end. You can enjoy life, go to islands instead of clubs. You know what I'm saying? You go buy property instead of rent apartments. You know what I'm saying? You want to be at that point when you get to that top of the hill, when you start to get down here, when you what they call over the hill. That's why I look at over the hill. Okay, I done been through all the bullshit, all the struggle in the beginning, got to the top. Appreciate what I've been through. Now I'm taking the fastest path down this hill to my goals so I can succeed and be happy in life. So I'm over the hill. I'm not in the streets. Fuck that. I'm cool. I'm over the hill. I done been through all the bullshit. Now I'm on my way to my success and my goals and live my life and get my yacht and travel the world and build my own tiny house on the school bus and travel the world and not worry about paying taxes my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Train my kids, teach them the skills that I've obtained over the years. My daughter know how to fix houses, put in electric. My son know how to put in floors. He's 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to teach all these skills that I've accumulated over time to make sure they're successful as possible. So if I do get old and I need some help, they're in position to help me, because that was the whole point. We the cheat code to our kids. We are the cheat code. We made mistakes so they don't have to. Okay, call me. Oh, if you do that, that's what's gonna happen. And they're gonna do it, and they're gonna see that's what happened, and then they're gonna listen to you for the rest of the time. Because they're gonna know. Think you know, all right, go ahead and do it. Then they do it, they go, you was right. I know, because I've done it.
That's what I'm saying. You got to allow them their process, but you got to be there, right? And you know, we can't kick them while they down. And that be the I think for a lot of people, and not just parents, you know, when a person is down, we like to kick them. I'm so far removed from that. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been down. So when I see a person down, I just want to help them up. You know what I mean?
It's either two things, though. It's either we don't warn them and allow them their process, and then tell them at the end, I knew it. Blah, 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 blah.
I told you so.
Or no, not I told you so, because you didn't tell them. You just allowed them their process. And then it's another way you can go about it. You can tell them about it, not allow them their own process, and then when they do their own process, say, I told you so. No, what we need to do is we need to forewarn, then allow the process, and then when they process fail, come back and be like, okay, this is what happened, and I forewarned you that this will happen, but sometimes you got to experience things on your own, and in the future, if you need advice, I'm still here, and hopefully you'll heed it from now on. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got to approach. Don't take it personal because they don't listen to you. You still give them the best advice. They need to learn on their own, like you said. That's their process. But in the future, they will allow you to become part of their process if you allow them to have a process and be wrong, and they know you're right. So then they'll go forward.
Especially if when they mess up, when your response isn't, and I told you so. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's saying something. In order
to help someone, they must first help themselves. Many times those trying to receive help is not really trying to elevate. They just want the service of one's hard-earned work and sweat. Make sure when time is given, it is to those who expect success for the future and not just for a quick come up. You, baby, Karen, you said a mouthful. That's my sister from Mississippi. Yes, indeed, sister, because a lot of people ain't looking for no help. They just want to ride your coattails to as long as they can. You know what I'm saying? That's real unfortunate, but those people don't succeed no way.
That's true, but the way I look at it, right, and by doing a nonprofit thing for the last 3 years, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. You do with the intent of good, and if somebody take advantage of that, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take that personal because you did for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? So if you help the wrong person, that's not wrong of you. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't receive that help right, and you don't take that out on the next person. You know, I'm gonna help less because the last person didn't receive. No, I'm just gonna help everybody the same. And the people who receive the help, they come back for more. I'm gonna keep giving. And the people who taking advantage, they're gonna take the help one time and they're not gonna come back anyway because they took advantage. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about being a helpful resource, a resourceful resource that people can keep coming back. So they stupid if they fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy of them to get
Oh,
over
but
on
they
you.
do it every day. Peace and love, Fatima. Queen
But
Sue
that's the
said,
blessing when they do that, though. That's the blessing. If they do that, that's a blessing. If you get over on me, you got over on yourself because now you done fucked up.
yeah,
Because
you
I'm
burnt the
way more
bridge, and I hope
resourceful.
you
And
never need me again.
hey, and guess what? When they do, I'm still gonna help them. That's just who I am. That's
That's
just who I am. I mean, it's just
that's
because
that's
why
who
I
you are.
help. It's not who I help. It's why I help. I help because I can and they need it. Those are the only two criteria. If I can and you need it, I'm gonna help. It ain't no other.
See, and
What
that's
other
the beautiful,
criteria?
and that's the beautiful way to look at it. Because if a person needs some help, I'm definitely helping. You know what I'm saying? But if I help you, and you try to, and I feel like you trying to play with me, no, I'm not gonna help you no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole bunch of other people in the world that need some help. So
That's not true. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I trust me.
I don't believe you.
Trust me. Trust me. I do. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
It might not be the same type of help, but if they was in dire need, you'll still help them.
No. No.
Not at all. Huh?
That's it's the Gemini in me. It's the Gem. That's why I'm single right now. I'm telling you, baby. Oh no. Oh
That's petty
no.
as hell. That's petty.
It's not.
That's
It's not.
petty.
It's not.
It is.
No. No, it's
That's
not.
petty. Well, we
It's
just gonna
not.
agree to disagree.
That's
We gonna
right.
agree. Hey,
Yeah.
what's the lady saying in that last video? Because I didn't hear her. What she was saying.
Oh man. She was pretty much piggybacking off what we were talking about, saying how like it's really not a midlife crisis. When you reach that point in your life where you are reflecting back on the things that you have been through and the things that you have done, it's about your perspective. So if you go into the next phase of your life optimistic and knowing what you want and where you trying to go, then it's really it's not a crisis. You know what I'm saying? So it was good. It was good. I showed, hey man, she was cold. I'm gonna have to send that to you. She did, man.
Yeah,
You
send
know,
that one.
yes, it was good. And she was just saying how, like, man, just like what we've been talking about all night, like it really is a matter of perspective and how you look at it. You know, we can all have a pity party.
If you think about it though, like all the old people, well, not all the old people, most of the old people who did what they had to do, they living good. You know what I'm saying? They got a nice house on a decent block, keep the lawn cut, you know what I'm saying? Got a nice car
Yep.
for Sundays, a decent car for during the week. They can help their kids out get loans and, you know what I'm saying, help their kids get properties and cars, you know what I'm saying? Like, so midlife is really where it's at. It's really prime. You know what I'm saying? It's
Ain't
really for prime time. And it's like, if you think about it, all the things that these shorties doing, selling drugs and all these things, is really to get things midlife. The cars, the houses, all those things that you attain midlife is what all the drug dealers are trying to get, minus the chains. You know what I'm saying?
it?
They doing all that fast living to get the properties, to get.
Okay, so I don't know what he probably hit the button again, but peace and love, bro. How you been? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big mighty, not the little. Oh my goodness, y'all look, y'all got me smiling tonight. That's right, Karen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, man, this was a great topic. Man, this was good. This was good. This is good. You know, but speaking on the midlife crisis, man, it's all about perspective. You know, I had a great time in my younger years. I had a great time, and like I said, it was definitely and piggybacking off of Sherman. You know, when I was young, I wanted the things that the older people had, as you know, just like I wanted those things, but but instead of crawling like a regular person worked they 20, 30 years in a job and reap the rewards, I chose the faster lane. And in choosing that faster lane, I made some mistakes, bumped my head a few times, had some run-ins with the law and some more of it. You know what I mean? But I thank God that not only did I make it through that when I came through it, you know, God allowed me to be able to live the life that I dreamed of at that age today. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of gratitude in that, you know. But it's about the choices and the decisions that you make. You have to start at our age. You know what I'm saying? You have to start making choices and decisions that will be beneficial towards you growing older, you know, because once you hit 45, you know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely have more years behind you than you do in front, you know. It just happened like that. That's the way of the world. The average Black person don't live past 90, you know. So we have to make the choices and decisions that's going to make us happy and pleasing throughout the rest of our days. Karen said, in both of y'all perspective, what would y'all say is the midlife crisis?
I'm back.
Okay, Karen said, in both of our perspective, what would you say is midlife crisis?
I say a midlife crisis would be never getting to the top of the hill, like never getting to the top of the hill to see what you've been through, to see where you're going from, never having that perspective, never having that goal. You know what I'm saying? Like never going towards anything. You're just struggling, just going uphill your whole life. That's the crisis. When you get to midlife and you haven't reached at least 3/4 up the way of the hill, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still just stuck on the bottom of the hill. Like, that's a crisis. But when you reach midlife and you near the top of the hill, or you reach the top of the hill and you can look back and see all the things you've been through and how they have contributed to being the person that you are to that date, and how awesome and dynamic you are, and how fucking prepared you are to finish, to get to your goal, how could that be a crisis? That's not a crisis. It's a crisis when you're not there. Like, damn, you're not there. That's a crisis to me. When you still going uphill at midlife. Midlife, you should be near the top, on the top of the hill, looking back, learning from your mistakes, picking out your path going forward to your happiness.
Okay. Well, see, and I agree with you, Sherman. It's all about perspective. You know, fear is face everything. You know, you can face everything and run. You know what I'm saying? I ain't running. You know, when you get to that point where, because a lot of times it's not a number. It usually be a situation. You know what I'm saying? You just wake. A lot of times, you know, stuff be happening in your life, and you wake up, and you wake up one day like, man, listen, some got to give. You know, and it's about how you look at it. Like, some people can look at, oh, I'm getting old, and start panicking and doing all type of craziness. And then other people can follow their 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You understand what I'm saying? See, when I reached that situation where it forced me to pause and look back, self-reflect, and plan for my future, you know, I didn't run. You know, I didn't get scared. I didn't make no irrational decisions. I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? For me and my family, as far as creating generational wealth and making the choices and decisions that would be pleasing to me in my later years.
Hmm. Well,
You know, that's answering Karen's question.
well, get
Peace and love, Kelly. And I still eat my turkey bacon. Okay, Karen said, damn, I'm in midlife crisis.
whoa,
Karen,
whoa, whoa.
no, you're not. No, you're not. K Dub said, your health is your wealth, including mental health. That's why I'm on a path to finally living my dream. I lost my parents young and had to man up early. I was living fast as a youngster. Now I move at my own speed, and still young enough to be that flag granddaddy. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Paw. And you know what? And you're right. Like, when you lose parents early, it does force you to grow up faster. I didn't lose my mom until I was about 45 years old. But at the end of the day, I still feel like I didn't grow up to after she passed away. I hate that she didn't see this version of me. I really do. That's like the only thing, how people looking back at my life, that's my only regret. Like, and I wish she could have seen this version of me because I didn't square up to after she passed away.
But she already knew it. She already knew that version of you.
You think so?
Yes, she did. That's why she was tripping on you all the time. Because she knew that version of you.
But
the fact you became that version of you is a testament to who she was.
Yeah, definitely. She definitely planted some good seeds. All the bad decisions and stuff, those was me. And she allowed me my process through it all. Like, man, it didn't matter what I decided to do. She was rocking. But look, and she'd be like, in the public, she rocking, and she'd be whispering my head, you wrong as hell. This some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But she still rolled with me. Kelly said the contemplation of self's mortality. Yeah, that's what happens. When you get to that age, and Kelly, you and our age bracket, you know what I'm saying? So
that's all about seeing the finish line. You can see the end at that point.
Yeah,
You know it's coming. If you sit and you just ponder on that, that could be a crisis. You're right. Contemplation of mortality, If you get stuck on that, you focus on that, then that can become a crisis and can be depressing and all that. If you get caught up in that, if you don't see it, if you don't see the second half as an opportunity and you look at it as goddamn at the end, that can be a crisis in itself.
Sherm.
Yes.
Hey Dove said Sherm was a dirty old man in our 20s. He was always ahead of his time. One of the realest niggas I know. Baby,
appreciate that, Dub.
Man, if you would have met Freya, Lord have mercy. Realest nigga on Kidville. But anyway, I didn't look now. I didn't hit something. Okay, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. This was wonderful. Tune in next week. I got my brother Mike Thompson coming in. Beautiful show. We're gonna take one brief commercial break before we close out. Thank you guys.
Join us Tuesday, November 26th, 2024, at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for a powerful discussion on the Culture Connects podcast, hosted by Honey and Michael Thompson. Honey, a proud West Side Chicago native, U.S. Navy veteran, and mother of 4. Honey is a dynamic force in entrepreneurship and community service. She's the CEO of F. Turner Marketing Solutions, Vice President of the Aisha Sisterhood, Inc., and a serial entrepreneur passionate about uplifting her community. Another proud West Side native, Michael is a visionary entrepreneur whose ventures span from premium beauty products to luxury transportation and cutting-edge AI marketing solutions. As the owner of Hollywood Goddess Hair, Black Elegant Transportation, and Tough AI marketing firm, Michael merges innovation with purpose to create impact and inspire excellence. Our topic is the election that separated Black America. This past presidential election has sparked deep conversations and differing perspectives in our communities. Join us as we unpack how this election has divided Black America, explore its impact, and discuss the challenges and opportunities we face in the next 4 years. This isn't just a podcast, it's a conversation that matters. Hear the unique perspectives of 2 influential voices who are shaping the narrative of our community. We'll discuss the political divide, its roots, and how we can collectively move forward. Set your reminders and bring your voice to the table. This is an Aisha Sisters production.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much, Sherman.
Glad to be a part.
I really appreciate your support. Yes. We got to get you back on for something else because you was wonderful. Thank you all for tuning in. Sherman, plug yourself. Your studio, you got a bunch of stuff going on. Tell the people.
Okay, I am Sherm N Demand, aka the Dirty Old Man. I'm an artist. I make over the hill music. So everything I was talking about, I don't do none. I don't rap about nothing that's behind the summit. I'm talking about things I've learned from and going forward in success in life. So it ain't no drill, ain't no trap. Check me out. Sherm N Demand is the artist name on all major streaming platforms. We got Hood Heroes. It's an organization, a nonprofit organization where we give back to the community with different food drives and things like that. We're trying to grow to start doing job career development, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature as well. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the important stuff.
Studio 41, y'all want to talk about?
Suite 41 Studio, that's basically where I am now. It's the studio that I have. Part on While I Can TV, you know what I'm saying? The longest streaming Midwest platform. There's over 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. There's a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, a lot of positive.
So at midlife, my midlife is priceless. It's not a crisis.
Thank you. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Please join us next week, and you guys have a wonderful week.
Thank you for watching the Culture Connects podcast. Please join us next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am your hostess, Honey, and this is an Aisha Sisters production.